don't you sit down too? Quit creaking on the floor.
Sitting down. But did you not?
Look at these dogs.
Go. Get in your cage.
Got these dogs.
Get in your cage. Get in there.
Oh, hey everybody! It's Drew School to Doodle Boodle Doodle. It's Drewski McGillicuddy's Found in the Wild Jackpot Edition. Oh, hey everybody! It's Drewski McGillicuddy, and I was just having a beer after work because it's been a stressful day. But it didn't start out that way. I went to the Goodwill. I got some good stuff. It's been a while, so let's do a Found in the Wild, right? And then I put some kind of stupid tagline on the title. Maybe I haven't figured it out yet. But we're going to talk about the stuff I found, okay? First of all, I found this shirt. Doesn't it look just lovely on me? I mean, I got this thing about the plaid shirt zombie from Dawn of the Dead. So this made me want to get this shirt. And then I found this fancy other plaid shirt with a little bit of black and white and red. So I picked that up for $2.50. I got this one for $2.50. Also, another shirt that I picked up for $1.75. Check it out. It is the Death Star customer service or some shit like that.
Tech support.
Yeah, tech support. Radar jamming, tractor beam upgrades, and laser cannon repairs. I mean, I'm not going to pass that up. Plus, it's that real soft material. So that's fun to have. Also, just in case somebody ever needs stabbed, I got me a giant butcher knife. And then, you know, this is for killing. This will probably kill you too, because it'll, you know, what did you say earlier? Something about lacerating?
I said with it being serrated, you can create a cut that's less likely to close.
It's going to be jagged. It's going to be harder to close up. And then this is just for scaring people. But yeah, $5? Are you serious? Hell yeah, I needed some sharp knives. And it's Faberware, so that's probably means something, doesn't it? Anyway, what am I looking at? What am I looking for? That's the question. Oh, here. Isn't this cute? Had to have this. A little tiny pillow. They gotta pay what? $2. $2. He's got a little cape. Little Batman pillow. I think maybe he'll end up in the background somewhere because, you know, I like Batman. And then this. See, what I like to do during the summer is I like to get a couple beers, a couple bottles of water, whatever else have you. I like to put it in a cooler. I like to put that cooler on an inner tube, tie it to my bigger inner tube, and float down the river. So this will be that cooler because it has wheels on it. I can roll it. It has several packages for sunscreen, and then, whatever you might need to keep dry, you can put in these things right here. A little flashlight in there. And then this is for your beer and your water. And this is for sandwiches. Okay? Rah, I'm gonna get you. No, anyway, seriously though, I had a cooler just like this. Absolutely loved it. Lasted me about 4 years. This one's a lot nicer than the other one was. So hopefully this will last me a couple summers. Also, I forgot to mention, I actually made this video earlier, and I forgot to throw that fancy cooler in there, so I decided to get mad and delete the whole thing, even though it was hilarious and wonderful. And this one's just me sitting here and be like, hey, look at this. I couldn't pass this up for $2.50, even though I don't have an Xbox 360. I'm sure I will find a purpose for this because I just got the laptop. Apparently, I need an Xbox One controller for the laptop.
Yep.
But hey, this will probably work on the what's that other thing I got? Desktop? This will probably work on the desktop, and then I get like this video game emulators, and I can sit there and play NES games or something. And then maybe one of these days, I can somehow record that and show you people me sitting there playing NES games with an Xbox 360 controller, which is also, as much as I love the PS4, there's this asshole Brian Roby. Some of you might have seen him in the comments section before. He tried to say that Xbox was better than PlayStation. And I was all like, bitch, please. But I will not doubt that this is the greatest controller to ever fit in someone's hand. So, yeah, talk about that. Oh, speaking of the PlayStation 4, now I can get on there and I can play. I can get on there and I can play and I can hear what people are saying. And people can hear me and I can hear your fucking footsteps. So if you try to sneak up on me with your fucking knife bullshit, I'll turn around and I'll fucking pop your ass. So, even though I haven't got Call of Duty yet. Plus, I don't even have the PlayStation Online yet because I'm poor white trash. And I spend all my money at Goodwill instead of, like, spending on shit I need.
Yep.
But that's not necessarily true all the time. Hand me that little cassette tape over there. Actually, never mind. I was going to have a joke. I was going to do a joke.
That's a cassette.
Can you see this? I don't know if the record player works, but I tested out the tape deck. It's got the tape deck, and it's got a radio. And then, here, we'll test out the tape deck. If y'all are willing to bear with me for just a second. Is the first one tape? Nope, second one's tape. Let's see how this bad boy sounds. You are all my children now. You like that, don't you? I mean, I bought her a record player for Christmas. I don't care if the record player works. I needed a tape player. And look at that. Even if it wasn't playing this song, it would probably be playing... Well, if I can get it to do it. Hold on, bear with me. I'm not as smart as I look. It would be playing this song.
Where'd you get those creepers? Creepers, creepers. Where'd you get those eyes?
Shut up. Anyway, imagine I'm John Cusack. Oh, actually, do you hear the real song playing? Because that song wasn't really playing. I was just being funny. Because, you know, this radio's got... Anyway, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I bought that for Sarah. What am I over here breaking? Son of a bitch. It's okay. It's all right. And if you were wondering, that is what you were listening to. Aside from Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get them papers? All right, now this thing right here that I got is a steal. It's an absolute steal. I actually had left, and my pawnbroker, because my pawn shop's right next to my Goodwill, he was in there buying shit himself, and he was like, "Oh, hey, did you see that Samsung camera in there in the fancy little Samsung case for $10?" Now it says 20, but I got it for 10. And I was like, no, I saw this Olympus camera, but it wouldn't turn on, and it didn't have none of the stuff with it. Well, this had all the stuff with it. It even got the card and everything. And you just turn that bad boy on like right that, and then I'll take a picture of you. Here, we're gonna take a picture. Take a picture of me filming. I don't know how to work a camera. Just take the goddamn picture.
You have to hold down on it, probably.
See? We're learning together, everybody. I do not know how to take a picture. I know how to press record, though. There we go. It did it. It did it. Well, now let's look at the picture. That's what my setup looks like. Can you see it in the... I have the secretary check. Will you look?
No.
And you can't see that in the...
Yeah, now you can. You had to get closer.
Anyway, so I got this camera for $10. It's probably like a $100 camera. I don't know. I don't go shopping for cameras. But I got lucky. This will be my vlog camera. I'll use this for doing vlog videos. Because I did get this. This last thing. We had already ordered this fancy webcam because my boy Sean Chandler was gracious enough to make a video explaining how he does all of his stuff and what equipment he uses. So I went ahead and took his advice and got the webcam he uses. And dude, I got myself a Dell. Now, it's probably from like 2014 or some shit like that. It says Windows 7, but apparently it has Windows 10, and it plays like Xbox games. And we'll see what it looks like together. Okay? And I'm going to figure out how to put some fancy editing software on here.
You have to Control-Alt-Delete.
Control-Alt-Delete. Nah, look, it worked. Oh, that's not my... Oh my God, y'all don't even want to watch this anymore, do you? Just turn the video off. I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know why you're going through all this stuff. Just put it down and talk to people.
I'm gonna put it down, but look, it's got this fancy. It's a fancy Windows computer with the stupid widgets and whatnot. But yeah, I figure
it's called a live menu.
$200. Hell yeah, it's got an i7 processor. I don't know what the fuck that means, but it sounds exciting. So I'm kind of excited because I might start making better quality videos that look better, sound better, and eventually I might know what the fuck I'm talking about. But until then, get ready because it's coming. But anyway, seriously, I gotta get that fucking Resident Evil 2. But I might sacrifice the Resident Evil 2 so I get the editing software and I could get, like, lighting. So I'm not using this stupid fucking lamp. And I'll look real pretty like Sean Chandler with his pretty blue eyes.
What do you think?
Shh. Hold on. Wait a minute. Turns out I'm a big dumb idiot. I got this thing over here. We need to talk about it. All right. So... I'm sorry, everybody. I didn't know that this video was going to be this long. But first, these are the movies that I got from the Goodwill. I got a couple from Big Lots and one from the pawn shop. I'll save the pawn shop one for last because it's a funny story. But anyway, this movie, I saw in the theater, vowed to never watch it again just because it's like, well, I already know the twist, or not the twist, but who done it and all that shit. Plus, it was a very unnerving movie to watch, to say the least. But I figure I'm a grown adult. I watched it as a child. I want to watch it as an adult and see what I think. And maybe we'll review it. Because I love Mel Gibson. Is there a glare?
Not really.
Is there a glare? Alright, well, it's Ransom, everybody. It's Ransom. I got Mel Gibson with Ransom and Rene Russo.
I like Ransom.
I haven't seen it since the theater. I mean, it was good, but it pissed me off, and I don't remember it other than the fact that it pissed me off, and it was kind of probably not a movie that I should have been watching at the age I watched it, because I did see it in the theater. And then anytime I'm out and I happen to see a copy of this movie, I like to buy it, just because it's one of the greatest movies ever made, and that is The Loved Ones. If you haven't seen this movie, stop wasting your goddamn time and go watch The Loved Ones. Now, why haven't I reviewed it yet? That I don't know. I will review it soon. I bought this for my piece of shit best friend, Chad Ashbrook, because he's probably never seen it. And it's definitely worth having in his collection. But yeah, like I said, he's an asshole. And then, from the director of Oldboy, all I saw was the Tartan Asia Extreme. And I was like, okay, for $1.50, I need to explore these movies because I see them everywhere. There's a bunch of different movies that say this Tartan Asia Extreme, but this says it's from the director of Oldboy. Now, I haven't watched the real Oldboy, but I watched that ridiculous remake that was half-assed all right, but I don't remember thinking it was anything worth watching ever again. But I might, so I compare the real one. Anyway! Denzel Washington and Ice-T star in Ricochet from like 19-something. It's from the 1900s. But, yeah.
Don't forget John Lithgow.
Oh, and John Lithgow. I don't remember if I've ever seen this. Denzel Washington is probably within my top 5 greatest actors of all time. I'd like to see somebody argue with him being on a top 5 list. They'll probably get punched in the mouth. But anyway, Ricochet. I don't know. It could probably be good. I know Ice-T's fun in Surviving the Game, if anybody remembers that movie. Anyway, let me look real quick. Calm down, everybody. Yeah. See? I don't know if you can see this. I got they're all on DVD, though, so it's gay. Final Destination, Final Destination 2, Final Destination 3, The Final Destination, and then Final Destination 5 for $3. I don't know if I've even seen this one, but I figure for $3, I might as well check and make sure. And plus, I'm I'm one movie to having all of them on Blu-ray. Because once I get them all on Blu-ray, then I'm just going to part out the DVDs, because those aren't really worth collecting. But I like to keep all my other, like, awesome horror movies, like Friday the 13th. Don't pay any attention to me. I had a couple beers when I got off work. I'm feeling loose.
You're rambling on.
Anyway, we're going to move it on to I got two more things. So if you just bear with me, the last thing's pretty cool. But this is even cooler. And it's not really. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. But Dan Stevenson in The Guest on Blu-ray for $3 at Big Lots. Hell yeah. You wouldn't believe how excited I got when I saw this shit. Even though I bought The Guest on DVD way back when and still hadn't watched it since. But now that I got it on Blu-ray, you're damn right. I'm going to watch that shit.
I mean, it is rewatchable.
And if you leave a comment talking about how much you love that, there's a possibility I'll either send it to you or I'll take it with me to Arcade Legacy and trade it for other movies. But yeah, if you leave an interesting enough comment, then again, I might be a complete bold-faced fucking liar. But anyway, I already have the Dark Knight trilogy on box set. It's in a box set. It's fancy. I like it. It goes with my box sets. But I needed the motherfucking steelbook of the Dark Knight because it was only $1. I was like, here, ring this up separate from that laptop so that Sarah doesn't know how much money I spent at the pawn shop. And he was like, dude, I'll give it to you for $1. She can't complain about $1, even though she'd act like she's going to complain about $1.
I can complain
But
about
look
$1.
at that. Look at it. Look how fucking, it's beautiful. And then look at the back of it. I mean, it's one of the greatest movies of all time. It might be on my top 10 list, but then again, I don't know. Because my top 10 list has fluctuated over the past 6 months when I've been trying to make it. And maybe one of these days I'll sit down and I'll make my top 10 list. But until then, bear with me. This time I'm really leaving. So this time, really like, share, and subscribe. Okay? Is that all right? All right. I'm going to bed.
Stop scaring the cat.